Imagine this: a robotic probe sent to Jupiter's icy moon, Europa, drills through its frozen crust and discovers something astonishing: signs of life beneath the ice. Suddenly, one of humanity's most profound questions, are we alone in the universe, receives an answer that sends shockwaves through science, philosophy, and even religion. Europa has long been one of the most promising locations in our solar system for finding extraterrestrial life. Beneath its thick shell of ice lies a global ocean, kept liquid by the immense gravitational pull of Jupiter. This tidal heating stirs the waters below, much like Earth's deep oceans, creating an environment that could mimic hydrothermal vents on Earth, where life thrives in complete darkness. If astronauts or even robotic missions were to find life there, it would revolutionize everything we thought we knew about biology and universe. The first question scientists would ask is, what kind of life exists on Europa? If it's simple microbial organisms, similar to bacteria, this would still be extraordinary. It would prove that life is not a rare accident unique to Earth, but perhaps a natural outcome whenever liquid water and energy come together. On the other hand, if we were to find more complex organisms, maybe something akin to primitive multicellular life, or even a strange aquatic creature adapted to eternal darkness, it would be history's most groundbreaking discovery. This wouldn't just be about Europa anymore. It would tell us that life could arise on countless other worlds across the cosmos. From a scientific standpoint, discovering European life would launch a new field, comparative biology beyond Earth. Scientists would study whether this life shared a common origin with Earth, perhaps seeded by comets or asteroids, carrying microscopic hitchhikers, or if it arose independently. If Europa's life developed separately, that would mean life may emerge wherever the conditions are right, making the existence of extraterrestrial civilizations far more likely. Philosophically, it would reshape humanity's self-image. For centuries, people have asked whether our planet is special or just one of many. The discovery of life on Europa would be a definitive reminder that Earth is not alone, and life is a cosmic phenomenon, not a miracle confined to a single world. The discovery would also raise ethical dilemmas. Should astronauts interact with this life? Should they take samples, or would contamination risk destroying European ecosystems before we even understand them? Planetary protection policies would suddenly become some of the most important decisions humanity has ever made. Imagine astronauts looking into an ocean cavern, seeing alien organisms floating by. The temptation to study them up close would be overwhelming, but so too would the responsibility of preserving them. These questions would challenge scientists, lawmakers, and the public alike. On a practical level, such a find would transform space exploration policies. Nations and companies around the world would rush to fund missions to Europa, whether robotic or crewed, in an effort to study and protect the alien biosphere. It would also ignite debates on whether humans should colonize or exploit such moons, or whether places like Europa should be designated as protected alien sanctuaries free from mining or human interference. Religious and cultural perspectives would shift dramatically as well. Many belief systems would re-examine their teachings about life, creation, and humanity's place in the universe. For some, the discovery could validate the notion that life is divinely abundant. For others, it might provoke existential confusion, as humanity would no longer be the center of life's story. Much like Galileo's discovery that Earth was not the center of the cosmos, finding life on Europa would demand a rethinking of our worldview on a massive scale. Finally, think of the inspiration. Children growing up hearing the news that alien life has been found just a few 100 million miles away would grow up with a new sense of wonder about the universe. It could fuel a new golden age of science and exploration, pushing us to look not only at Europa, but also at Enceladus, Titan, and even planets orbiting distant stars. If life exists under Europa's ice, then suddenly the universe feels more alive than ever before. So what if astronauts found life on Europa? It would be more than just a discovery. It would be a turning point for humanity. A moment when we realize that life is not Earth's secret, but the universe's shared story. And from that point on, we would look up at the night sky not just with curiosity, but with the knowledge that somewhere out there, perhaps even not so far away, life is waiting to be found again.